Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishna Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Sri Ramakrishna giving the path to God. Various paths are there to reach the same goal as per the human tendencies and the nature with which the person is born. I have particular nature. I reason out everything, then my intellect is more powerful. When I am able to love, my heart is more powerful. So when I take a decision, somebody has done a mistake, I have to take a decision. Oh, he has done mistake, he deserves punishment. And my brain is working more stronger than my heart. Now, oh, who doesn't do mistakes? Let us pardon him this time. Let us wait for results. I too have done so many mistakes and God has forgiven all my mistakes. Why not I forgive? My heart is telling. So, in few people, while taking decision, you will know whether brain is taking the lead or heart is taking the lead. Like that, we have different aspects of our existence. There is bodily existence, physical work I can do. I have will, I can exercise control and all that. Then I have heart to love, I can utilize it. Then I have brain, intellect to analyze. So the four paths to God are generalized, but Sri Ramakrishna, as Sri Ramakrishna says, none of the yogas are exclusively independent. Usually three yogas go together. What is leading? Now I want to love God, I must have the knowledge of God. Jnana is there, but jnana is not predominant to renounce the world and hold on to God. No, I love. I don't, because of my love, I don't feel the presence of other things. I have forgotten as if the world in love of God. So the question of renouncing the world and all doesn't come into the path of bhakti. So each one has some advantages, some disadvantages, and we see how we are going to utilize these yogas. So if we take bhakti also, little of jnana and little of karma will be there. I do worship, I go to the temples, all these activities are also involved. But what for I am going is because of love of God. So bhakti becomes predominant and the other two are subsidiary, are supporting. So jnana can be predominant and others can be supporting. Like that, one will be predominant, others will be minimum two, three. Like Sri Ramakrishna says, when bird flies, two wings and a tail is necessary for driving, for flying. So that's what we see. In yoga also we need usually three, but one will be leading, main. Just like your vehicle has 4 cylinders, always one will be above, others will be different. Each one comes up to the top. The four 4-cylinder vehicle, one of them will be always on the top, other 3 will be in different places. Nowadays, man's life is centered on food alone. We cannot live without food. But earlier days, when the time changes in large scale, see, we have small seconds, microseconds to larger. But on what is its basis? What is the basis of? Is day and night. Day and night is movement of the moon. Moon's movement decides month. Earth's going round, the sun creates year, 1 month. So these divisions, everything is dependent on nature. How do I get sunrise, sunset, shining, light, darkness, all these the time is decided by the movements of the earth round the sun and movement of the moon round the earth. One is month, one is year. So this is divided into. Similarly, the movement of the whole solar system is taken. Movement of the whole galaxy is taken. Movement of higher and higher we go. Finally we come to the appearance of the whole universe and disappearance. Similarly, one season, the 4 seasons, the whole cosmic cycle, within the cosmic, the whole cosmos itself dissolving and reappearing is one thing. Large section of time, that's what we call yuga. So many yugas come and go. Each yuga will have a particular type of body. Now we have seen just earlier generation, how strong they were. We are not able to be that much strong because of the so many equipments we have got, technology is developing, all work and everything is done by the machines. Man is slowly becoming weaker animal on this earth. Formerly everything has to do hard work, run about, morning till night he used to be working. So he had a strong body, healthy body, he will eat nicely, do lot of work, then naturally health has to be there. Now we are becoming something like atrophy, disuse atrophy. Suppose I don't use a particular limb, I will not be able to, my next generation will not have that limb at all. Now we are using earphone. Constantly, if all people start using earphone, slowly this ear drops off. Only hole will be there. You go on using vehicle, for going to a shop also on scooter, then you don't need legs. You will become like hands also, only this much is sufficient. In thousands of years to come, you will see you have become like a penguin. You go, sit on the scooter and go, and come down. This is sufficient, you don't need legs at all. So this is called atrophy. Disuse. You are not using, that organ will go away. Slowly it will disappear. You are using something more, that will slowly manifest. So now man is becoming intelligent in a particular way. not intelligent enough to analyze the life. Only thing is analyzing how to derive enjoyments and comforts, luxuries. His whole mind is on that. Because of that, we are not able to transcend the nature and go beyond. To some extent, we are able to use like that. The earlier yugas, as the yuga, parivartana, the earlier, if life exists in bone, then that person is still alive. He need not depend on food alone. His bone is alive, he is alive. Then, little later, next yuga, you will see, if flesh is in good condition, he is still alive. Life continues. Now, only on food, presently. So, this Kali Yuga, the era that we are passing through, the time we are passing through, every is dependent on food. If food is not there, it becomes immediately. One day if you fast, you will know what is the effect of food. We cannot survive. Slowly, I saw one Swami leaving the body in our Kankal ashram. I was there. He almost like Brahmagyani. He knew he is not body, so he wants to discard the body now. Quite old age also. But what is the use? What purpose I have to fulfill with this body is over? I am going to give it up. So many requests, so many prayers, this, that, nothing. He said, no, leave me please. Then he left the body. 13 days he survived without water and food. Usually this is the period. 13, 14 days we survive if we leave entirely water and food. And one Swami in Nasik, that is belonging to Jainism, they fast unto death as the acme of ahimsa. So I met him, I saw him, he was still alive on the 71st day without food. 71 days he was almost unconscious state, but still alive. But the body starts becoming weak, and after 4 or 5 days he cannot get up and move easily. Like that, we are dependent on food. So we cannot take the strain. He cannot perform. Nowadays, life is centered on food alone. He cannot perform many of the scriptural rites. It needs lot of tapasya like each one. Suppose a man is laid up with fever. If you attempt to slow cure with the old-fashioned indigenous remedies, before long his life may be snuffed off. He can't stand much delay. In earlier days, you can extend the medicines for longer time because one is forbearance. They can easily forbear. They are able to tolerate. At the same time, his life strength doesn't come down. Now, immediately it starts declining. Bodily, stamina, withstanding, movements, everything ceases. In earlier days it was not ceasing like that. Even I think even earlier generation, we see fever is there, cold is there, they are doing normal work, running about and doing all activities. Some great diseases are there, still there will be like asthma, blood pressure, this, that, they don't mind body. In our ashrama, when Mataji was there, she had breast cancer. And she is, it will be paining. And then that wound started opening up and bleeding. She never cared. She says, no, this is nothing to. She never took the medicines. 2 years she spent running about and doing all activities with all that. We can't bear. They'll be doing all, neglecting the bodily existence. They are more of the spirit. Now the spirit has come down. We are intensely body because we have given ourselves entirely for the enjoyment of the more you enjoy the world, more you hold on to the world, you are intensely body. More you hold on to the divine, more you hold on to the spirit, you are very minimum body. Body is rotting also, it doesn't matter. Because his spiritual awareness and spiritual link is so strong that some have mental strength to bear, some have spiritual strength. Finally, what is, we become totally independent from the body. So, nowadays, he can't stand much delay. Nowadays, the drastic Digupta mixture is appropriate. Means olden medicines and all, people are not able to use now. Instantly they need medicines. Means he is comparing it with the spiritual life. I will do little by little karma yoga and daily I will do little japa dhyana and I will realize God. Not possible. You have to give yourself entirely for that work. Yes, I have to realize God. I will offer myself entirely to it. That 100% giving is necessary because of the emergency. In Kali Yuga, the best way is Bhakti Yoga. The earlier things, he is describing the disease and medicine and all that, he is to come to this point that just like earlier medicines do not work, earlier niyamas, laws and regulations do not work presently. This one, spiritual life also. Now in Kali Yuga, you need more because Jnana Yoga begins with denial of the body. I am not body. Anywhere we fallen, anywhere you live, like Avaduta, whatever is fallen like animals and all, eat it and live. That is not possible now. Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, all these are. But Bhakti Yoga is, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, in Kali Yuga, the best way is Bhakti Yoga. The path of devotion, singing the praises of the Lord and prayer. Bhakti Yoga, why? Jnana Yoga is there, Karma Yoga is there, Raj Yoga is there. Why Bhakti Yoga is superior and is applied for the Kali Yuga? Because the other two you have to work alone. Karma Yoga you have to do alone. There is no participation of other powers with you. It is like you want to go to Kailas Manasarovar, you see you have to walk now. There is no participation of any other thing for you to go. Now you use your brain and know the secrets of nature. Oh, things can roll easily than walking. I make a cycle. I am using nature's force of these easy movements. How easily can I have to drag a box on the ground? I put wheels, how easily it comes. So this technique of nature, the way of nature I am utilizing. So I can go by cycle with less strain, faster. Suppose I invent a petrol engine, make a scooter, then driving is mine, as in cycle. In cycle, the efforts also were mine, energy also was mine. Here, energy is, driving is mine, energy is nature's. I am utilizing nature's energy and driving. So nature's participation is there in my movement. I can go much faster. Now for higher stability, higher speed, I can invent a car. Still higher, I can go by flight. So each technique and power and ways of nature I adopt, I go. Then nature I am adopting in my movements. Like that, in spiritual life, when you take up the Bhakti Yoga, there is participation of God. You are surrendering to God, your prayer, singing the names and glories of God and prayer. Ramakrishna is telling. Singing the names and glories of God, you are tuning with the divine. You are tuning with the divine. You are linking to the divine through songs and prayer. And this linking is there. The moment you link, he is connected to you, you are connected to him. He has already started participating in your life. And then you see the nature also participates. You are trying to move towards God, nature also. God participates, nature also participates. Because of your surrender to the divine, you are wanting. Why nature comes into picture? Because nature's plan is evolution of jiva, and you are going in the path of evolution. The moment you are going in the path of evolution, the nature's participation is there. The moment you link, you tune to the divine, divine's participation is there. Prayer. Oh, lift me, my Lord. Awaken my spiritual consciousness. Prayers. How happy nature will be. Nature's only purpose is the evolution of the jiva. And it joyfully participates. Mother Nature sees that everything is favorable to you in spite of the acquired tendencies that you have. You have the power of nature, you have the weapon also. Enemies are there, doesn't matter, you have the weapon now to face the enemies. Divine participation is there, grace. It is like something taking you, you are moving and something is pulling. You must see the ropeway. In ropeway, the upper will be winding up. Rope will be winding. You are just moving. It is being pulled. When you put the bucket in the well, tied to a rope, when you pull the rope, how the bucket comes up, you see. Like steps moving up, escalators. You will see something is lifting and taking you, something is drawing you. It is God's participation. He is trying to bring you into His fold. God is also pulling. The moment you start moving, it is not only your energy that is going to take you towards God. God's participation is there. Nature's participation is there. Your participation is there. Three powers are simultaneously working. How fast you can go. In Jnana Yoga, you are alone. Your energy, your intelligence, your capability, maximum Guru's instruction and Guru's participation. Guru cannot walk. He can make you walk. You have to walk. He can show light on your path, but you have to walk. He may guide you, but you have to walk. Everything He can do except walking, and walking has to be done by you. Here it is not. God starts moving towards you. Nature started lifting you from the lower pit. So here we see the vast difference in Raj Yoga also, your efforts. Till you come to the stage of Tajjapa Tadartha Bhavanam. Japa, holding on to. There also, I stands predominant. There is no attitude of surrender. So ego continues. And Raj Yoga, Karma Yoga, in Karma Yoga also, I am the doer. Doership is there. Either in Karma Yoga, either you have to take the support of Bhakti, offering it to God, or take the support of the Jnana and go. Here in Bhakti Yoga, you just surrender and God accepts you, takes you. God's participation you cannot imagine. You need not walk also many times. Just to show you the various aspects He makes you walk. Mother Nature also. Otherwise, she carries you on her shoulder. That's why the Bhakti, in Kali Yuga, the best way is Bhakti Yoga. The path of devotion, singing the praises of Lord and prayer. Singing the praises of the Lord, Stuti, Gunagana, singing the names and glories of God. Singing, you get tuned through prayer, invoke the grace and benediction of the nature. The path of devotion alone is the religion for this age. Again and again, Sri Ramakrishna insists. But should we give up Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Raj Yoga? No. We need. That will not be predominant. In the Jnana Yoga we practice to small quantity and right understanding of it, to have a rock foundation on which I am going to build up the edifice of Bhakti. I want a strong base which will never shake. Whatever be the situation of life, it doesn't shake. So I will have a rock foundation of Jnana, then Bhakti, then Karma Yoga for the welfare of others. I have nothing to gain through the Karma Yoga now. So Karma Yoga I use for the welfare of others. Then Raj Yoga I use to enter into higher levels of consciousness. By surrendering to God, I do all other things safely and smoothly. So this is the devotion, path of devotion is the religion for the age. Yours also is to the Brahmo devotees. Yours also is the path of devotion. How he brings the picture, you see. They claim as the jnanis, it is, they don't accept the formless aspect of God. But how Sri Ramakrishna is awakening how they are devoted, Brahmo devotees, who don't accept the form of God, how they are being tortured by Sri Ramakrishna as the devotees, you see. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.